DuPont, Washington, as the Amtrak train started to tip over on Monday, Alexander Christensen was coming out of the bathroom. Things started falling off a shelf and he knew something wasn't right. All of a sudden, some passengers were tossed in the air. Windows shattered, people screamed, and the train went dark. Train cars fell off the overpass and landed on motorists traveling on Interstate 5, about 50 miles south of Seattle. Christensen, from Copenhagen, was able to escape, jumping about 6 feet to get out of his car. Others weren't as lucky. Authorities confirmed that at least 3 people died as the derailment happened during the train's inaugural run on a new and controversial route from Seattle to Portland, which was part of a $180 million project. The train was rounding a corner at about 81 miles per hour when it tipped over and crashed. Scott Claggett felt the train start leaning left and hit in the chaos of the crash. "I crawled underneath a table, and at that point," he said, "I was wishing and praying that it was going to stop because I'm still alive, I think, because it's just so surreal." Some motorists who saw the crash stopped and helped those who were stuck inside train cars. Daniel Konzelman, 24, was driving parallel to the train on his way to work as an accountant in Olympia. He was about 30 seconds ahead of the train on the freeway when he saw it derail. Konzelman, who was driving with a friend, told AP he pulled off the freeway and then ran down along the tracks and over the bridge to get to the scene. They saw 3 cars and a semi-truck on the freeway that had been damaged by the derailment. There were train cars with their roofs ripped off or tipped upside down on both sides of the track or sideways on the bridge. They climbed into train cars and found people hurt, some pinned underneath the train, others who appeared to be dead, he said. If they were mobile and seemed stable, he told AP he helped them climb out. If they appeared seriously hurt, he tried to comfort them by talking to them. "I just wanted to help people because I would want people to help me," he told AP. "I'm an Eagle Scout. I have a lot of first aid training and emergency response training." They stayed for nearly 2 hours before hitting the road again. "I prepared for the worst and hoped for the best. I saw a little bit of both," he said. Others who escaped lost some of their belongings in the chaos. Emma Schaefer of Vancouver, BC, was riding in car 7 and crawled out onto Interstate 5 after the derailment. "This can't be happening," she recalled thinking. She lost her wallet, shoe and her phone. "Thankfully, a lot of people helped out," she said. "A lady found my phone. Another person found my other shoe." Passengers on cars that derailed appeared to have the worst of the injuries, though an official count of injured and dead has not been released by authorities. Chris Carnes was on a Christmas shopping trip with his boyfriend when his train car crashed into an embankment. "We could hear crumpling and crashing and screaming from people. The lights went out," he told the Seattle Times. He and others kicked out a train window to escape. He told the newspaper he saw a man in the embankment, appearing as though he'd been thrown from the train. Others were unconscious or injured. "There are people who seem to have concussions," he said. "There's a lot of blood on their faces." Farley reported for the Kitsap Sun from DuPont. Hayes for USA Today from Washington, D. See contributing, The Associated Press.